Hey guys, welcome to Daniel Gian Talk, and today I'm reviewing Tanu Weds Manu, directed by Anand El Rai, director of Zero. And I'm happy to say that I really enjoyed the movie. I genuinely was surprised by it. When I watched the trailer, I wasn't really into it, but then as I was watching, I just got more and more into the events as they were unfolding. I really liked Manu. I liked the fact that he was just this genuinely nice guy, but also, just a great performance by our Madhavan. It was just very good. Very reserved and very soft spoken, but yet somehow believable. There was this weird sense of innocence within him, and obviously it was because he was so nice, but at the same time, he wasn't helpless where you felt sympathy for him, but yet you could tell that he was genuinely in love and he genuinely cared for Tanu. And speaking of Tanu, she played like the complete opposite of Manu, which is why the film worked. They were opposites of each other. He's this quiet, reserved person who kind of just goes along with the flow, and she's this extravagant, flamboyant person who doesn't go along with the flow. I mean, even when she's supposed to get married, the first thing she does is like leaves him, and it reveals that no, I have a boyfriend. Like, we're not getting married. Like, just forget that shit. And it's just this weird dichotomy between them that makes it interesting because they are such polar opposites. And that's another reason why I enjoyed the film. The character development. Each character has friends that ground each other. Manu's friend's hilarious. He keeps Manu grounded, but also keeps him in check and calls him on his bullshit. When Manu's getting tuxedos and flowers and shit like that, for Jimmy Sheirgill's character, who he plays this like badass rebel dude, he's you find out Jimmy wants to marry Kangana, and it's this huge reveal, and I'm like, and for me personally, I was like, oh shit, this got intense. Like, that's fucked up. Like, they were boys, and then all of a sudden, nope, not really. But yet that doesn't stop Manu from being this nice guy who's like, you know what, I'll help you out because you are my boy. This, and this. But then Manu's friends like, why are you doing this? Like, you shouldn't be doing this. You should be out. Go leave and get other women, go back to London, etc., etc. And I like that because that's what I was saying to Manu. I'm like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. This girl does not want you. And then as the story unfolds, like, inevitably his niceness, for lack of a better word, saves his life. Jimmy's character wanted to murder him. Literally pulled a gun on him. I was hoping that he actually shot Manu, but it would have been a different movie. That would have been Kashyap's film. I mean, it was love that saved his life, but also the fact that he was nice. And I just really enjoyed that element. And Tanu's friend as well. I mean, she also made sure to keep Tanu in line when she was going off crazy and shit, kind of reminding her like, hey bitch, what you got is special. You can't be out being a hood rat for your whole life. I mean, you can do it for as long as you want, but it's like, at some point, you gotta just grow up. I mean, she didn't say any of this, but this is how I interpreted her friend's behavior. But I also just enjoyed other dynamics where there was a lot of realism to it, where I did feel like things were genuine in certain moments. Obviously, there were a lot of theatrical moments. I mean, the fact Kangana's first introduction, she's like drunk and passed out. I don't necessarily believe that would be real, but that's a movie. That's the thing about Anand as a director. What I've noticed based on Zero and this one, he's very good at crafting situational dramas. Moment to moment, he's constantly elevating the stakes. And in Zero is doing the same thing. And he does this to make sure that his characters are kind of constantly conflicting with one another. And this tension continues to build up until finally it gets released in the climax of the movie. And in this film, it was essentially when Jimmy's character pulls a gun on him, and there's going to be a double wedding on the same day, and Jimmy backs down and basically is like, hey man, you are my friend. Even though I would have killed you had you not been who you are, but you are who you are. So I'm going to be here, and you go get married. And they get married, and that's the end of the movie. And at first I was like, no, happy ending. Why? This movie was so like, it wasn't different, but I was just so involved with the idea that it wasn't going to go down this fairy tale route that when it finally did, I was slightly disappointed, but it still worked. And that's just a testament to how good the movie is. I really did enjoy it. It was fun. It was funny. And I actually do have a question for you guys out there. Can you guys send me your favorite tracks that involve drums and trumpets and shit like that? Indian music. Because I just fucking love it. Like parade music, like when they're going through the parade and it's just like that shit fucking reminds me of Mexican music so fucking much. And what's ironic is I don't really care for the Mexican music, but every time I fucking hear it in an Indian film, like Kashyap film or whatever, I just get pumped. I just like fucking want to start dancing, which is ironic as shit because, like I said, there's Mexican songs that sound exactly the same, and I'm just like, oh god. But that's actually not entirely true anymore. I'm kind of talking out of my ass. That was me in high school, and as I've gotten older, I've kind of started to appreciate my Mexicanness. Anyway, guys, I'm getting off topic here. If you want me to talk more about this, I'd be more than happy to do so with Gian on the podcast. Let me know in the comments if you want a discussion about that. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the movie. Based on the reception to the trailer reaction, this is definitely one of the bigger movies in the last 10 years. Definitely something that people still appreciate and care about. I didn't really talk about Kangana very much. I'll end with her. She did a great job. I enjoy Kangana when she's having fun. She's just out there. In Queen and in this movie, I just felt a different version of her where she was kind of just letting herself go. Like she doesn't feel very restricted, and I don't know, maybe that's just my viewpoint of her, but I did enjoy her performance, and she helped anchor the film. Without her in this movie, it would not have been the same film. She is definitely the Tanu to the Manu of Madhavan, and as a result, I'm pretty excited to watch the sequel. As the movie was ending, I'm like, no, why is it over? Like, I kind of want to keep going. I want to follow these characters more. So that's the great thing about Tanu Weds Manu Returns, or whatever it's called, the sequel to it. I'll be checking it out. I'll be reviewing it. Hope you guys will tune in for that one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video. Share this video. That's my one task for you guys out there, is to just share this video, because let's spread the word and get more people on board this train. Let's go. We'll see you on the next one.